All right, man. Touch up. Hey, how you doing? Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. Oh man, last night was really great. I just want to say shout out to Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Excellent fight. Terrence Crawford prevailed. I am a very, 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 very big boxing fan. I've been following boxing for years. I'm talking about years and years and years. This was one of those fights that I did not have a winner. And to be honest with y'all, I kind of had anxiety uh, going into this fight because I didn't know who was going to win. I had to take a step back from sports because a lot of times we get too consumed by sports, and sports is not like commentary. It's you can be proven wrong. It's not like a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about when it's combat sports. You don't really know what's going to happen. So a lot of times when you get these experts that be out here, even experts, I'm talking about people that's been following boxing longer than me, or even combat sports longer than me. In the UFC days of Ken Shamrock and Dan Severn and stuff like that, like people who've been following this for a long, they even get it wrong because you never know, and it only takes what they say, 5 pounds of pressure to do something to you. One punch, everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face. You know that Mike Tyson quote. So it's a little different for me because I get consumed by the fighter, especially if I like the fighter. And sometimes in boxing, you can't really be that biased because they're all professional fighters. So shout out to Terrence Crawford. He made history last night. And also to Canelo Alvarez. It's crazy that Canelo Alvarez has been fighting for over 20 years. Canelo has, he had 20, I believe 21 more fights than Canelo. I mean, than Crawford, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? So he's in his 60s and he's younger than Crawford, which is another crazy thing. So, where do they go from here? I don't know, be honest with y'all. I don't know if, Canelo retires or Crawford retires. I think Canelo has a contract for 2 more fights. And Crawford could actually retire now. He done did everything. But if Crawford was to stay in it and he stays at that weight, oh man, there's a lot of people in that weight class that he has to fight. And we're talking about people that are just as good or even better than Canelo at that weight. Oh man, you got David Benavidez, you got Dimitri Bivol, you got who's that? The Charlo brother, one of the Charlos, I believe, both of them actually. Caleb Plant is in that weight class. Who else? Who else is up there? Beatrivelli. Yeah, it'd be pretty difficult going forward. So I can understand if he was to retire, not on no coward but just retire. But shout out to Crawford, man. Crawford did his thing. He made history. Crawford is one of the I believe one of the first boxers to jump weight and win the, I think that was the what was that? Was it the ring the something ring title? Yeah. So shout out to him, man. Proud of Crawford. Crawford, one of these guys that people kind of like really shitted on, you know what I mean? And he proved everybody wrong. So every time he gets in the ring. All right, man. So look, today's episode, I know that was a long intro, but I had to do that because, yeah, I had to do that. Today's episode, we're going to go to another fight. And Drake is actually in this documentary. He's throwing shade at Kendrick, and we all know he's throwing shade at Kendrick because of the words he used. So before I get into that legendary spill, this is Source Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing if you're new here. Let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know the final ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content. Absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers, over 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you are from. Also, go subscribe to Torture Talk After Hours. Just drop some episodes over there yesterday, and I will be doing something today. Today is actually Sunday, so it's a slow day, and I might drop a couple episodes. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm gonna do today, but you already know, business as usual all week. All right, so let's get it, man. Let's go. All right, man. This comes courtesy of the bill, so let's get it. Thank y'all for being here with me. I'm glad y'all clicked the video on this Sunday afternoon, 12 o'clock. Things I gotta do, so I'm glad y'all here with me. Let's get it.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody that's tapped in. Hit the links at the bottom. But let's get into it, man, because we got to talk about how Drake is throwing strays in this new documentary. Yes, there's a new documentary by the name of Magic City in American Fantasy. And just to get an idea of what this is about, Magic City in American Fantasy premieres on Starz. Magic City in American Fantasy premiering Friday on Starz delves into the untold stories of an Atlanta's iconic Black cultural hub, Magic City. Announced in April, the 5-part docuseries showcases Shaquille O'Neal, rapper T.I., Iller Mike, and Drake, alongside producer-songwriter Jermaine Dupri. Among other notable figures, Drake and Dupri also serve as producers. So Drake and Dupri are also co-producing this documentary for Magic City. Funny enough, this is about Atlanta. We already know about the situation with Drake in Atlanta, how Atlanta had played a big part in the beef.
So what is Magic City? Is that a strip club? I think it is. I think Magic City is a strip club. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. And maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for saying this, but we focus so much on nigga shit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for saying that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm open to be wrong, man. I really am. I'm open to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But we do. We focus on a lot of nigga shit. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong for saying that. Maybe it's a good thing that they highlighted. I don't know. I would have did something different. I'm sorry.
Currently, with his situation with Young Thug recently made an apology yesterday, saying sorry to Drake, 21 Savage, Lil Baby, also other Atlanta artists. So while this is all happening, Drake is doing a documentary for Magic City. But Drake still found a way to take shots. Even though Drake is producing this with Dupri, and it's supposed to be about Magic City and the popularity that it has in Atlanta, he takes time to throw a sub, to throw a stray at somebody, and we probably already know who that somebody is. Feel like this is shade to Kendrick Lamar because of what he says verbatim. I care so little about another artist that somebody might respect not liking my music. I don't give a F. Maybe that's why I've been here so long.
I care so little about, another artist that someone might respect not liking my music. I don't give a fuck.
I'll be honest with y'all. Drake, the more I cover Drake, the more I realize he's such a fucking cornball. Like, he's one of those guys that he's the guy in the movie that everybody wants to meet so bad, and then when they meet him, they realize he's a dickhead. It's like, damn, man, you were my child idol. I can't believe you're acting like this. Shut the fuck up. Do what I want. You ain't getting anything. Like, he's like one of those type of guys. He's so corny. Like, I don't know him personally, but I just know what the energy he gives off. I would never want to be around Drake. If somebody said to me, yo, I could get you a Drake interview, I would turn it down. I don't want to interview Drake. I don't. He's not somebody that I know would be authentic enough for me to interview. And I don't want to interview somebody that I hear that actually would sanction your interview. I would never do an interview with Drake. I don't care. Never. I would never do it. I don't care if they offer me $2 million. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because he's a cornball. And it's like, I can't be sitting in front of some, I mean, don't get me wrong. I sat in front of some people that I would say is, but going into it, I couldn't fake it. What Kai say? I can't fake it. I can't fake it. I mean, I just couldn't fake it. I could not sit around somebody like that. Somebody that I know is just superficial. I don't know, man. It just burns me up. It burns me up to see him constantly throw shade at Kendrick. And people could say whatever they want. Oh, how you know he was talking about Kendrick? Y'all know he talking about Kendrick. Like, cut the shit, man. This is why I be saying, like, a lot of y'all be knowing he talking about Kendrick. And y'all pretend like he not. Y'all just, I mean, Kendrick, some of y'all Kendrick fans, y'all just be want him to talk about Kendrick. Come on, man. Who else he talking about? Who else he talking about? Like, it's so corny, man. Just hearing it, because you can hear I'm gonna listen to it again, but you can hear the vitriol in his voice. Like, he truly hates this man because this man is better than him. And this could have happened, a documentary could have happened before Not Like Us. But you can tell he truly hates Kendrick because he's just not authentic as Kendrick. And even in the other interview with Elliott Wilson, when he was saying, like, why don't people give me the award? I'm black. Like, that's another shot at Kendrick because Kendrick gets all these awards and he don't. That's the only thing in his career that he can't accomplish is awards. He's just popular. That's it. But when it comes down to achievements, he don't get those. Because achievements last forever. Popularity doesn't. That's the thing. And that's why Kendrick Lamar will always be better than Drake. Because Drake is a popular artist that popularity fades. That's like looks on a girl. You be swearing up and down this girl is beautiful until you get to know her who she really is. And then the looks fade. Same thing with this goofy ass motherfucker.
Maybe that's why I've been here so long.
I care so little about, another artist that someone might respect not liking my music. I don't give a fuck.
Like what's all that for? What does that have to do with the documentary of a strip club? I don't know. Maybe there's some context before that. Maybe say, well, how do you feel about these dance songs that you be putting out and people don't respect it? Maybe that was asked. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I think maybe that's why I've been here so long. Probably because I only care about them.
You probably know my next question.
How many strippers have I?
Like, come on, bro. It's corny, bro. I don't, like I said, man, I don't be out here hating on people. I really don't. I don't hate on nobody, man. But you gotta call a spade, man. This dude here is a clown, bro. You gotta call a spade. He's a rich clown, bro. Like, and I don't understand. A lot of these people, they just use him because they know that he's a cash cow. But he's a clown cash cow. That makes sense. Like a cash cow that was a clown with a clown head. You know what I'm saying? Like a cow with a clown head. That's him. For real.
Now, this is very strange to me because he talks about making music for the dancers. I only make music for them. But the way that he words it, it's like if he wants to disrespect or if he wants to shade somebody, trying to get a jab in there while answering this guy's question. If you don't care about people liking your music because they like and respect another artist more than you, if you didn't care, you wouldn't say that. You're producing this interview about Magic City, and for whatever reason, you just throw shade. Not even talking about the girls that you make music for. You're saying, I make music for them. I don't care about anybody else. Well, why are you talking about everybody else? If you don't care, why are you bringing up how they respect another artist like Kendrick Lamar? It's clear that he was just trying to be disrespectful. He was trying to throw subs. He was trying to say something without trying to say the name. But if you don't care, why are you bringing it up during an interview that doesn't even pertain to that? It doesn't even matter to that. You're talking about Magic City, Atlanta, Gentlemen's Club. You should be talking about Michael, Magic Barney. You should be talking about the history of this. You should be talking about Magic City, just Magic City, the founders, Atlanta, whatever the case may be. The last thing you should be trying to do is talk about how other people like another person than you and how they like their music more than yours because you're trying to tend to the horse. Like that's really what I'm getting here. You're focused on something else. You're not even focused on the topic of the documentary. Not only that, but we can't let this slide though, because remember when Drake said about Sierra Canyon? I like to talk about one song in particular on Certified Lover Boy, more specifically on the lyric in Poppy's Home, the second song on the album. In it, he calls himself daddy, more than one, which I feel like only people who aren't actually a daddy publicly call themselves. Nicki Minaj is on the track, which honestly, aside from the lyrics I'm about to tell you, is the best part. On the song Poppy's Home, what starts off as a look at me, I'm at the top and no one else's sort of song, quickly pivots to a song about high school basketball. Stay with me. Sierra Canyon parking lot looking like Magic City parking lot. Now, if you read my newsletter from a few weeks back, Sierra Canyon isn't your average high school, nor is Magic City your average gentleman's club. If you aren't familiar with Sierra Canyon, it's a private school in Los Angeles that educates LeBron's son, Bronny, and Dwayne Wade's son, Zaire. They also happen to both play on the basketball team. Their basketball games are legendary. Sitting courtside in Sierra Canyon games is also as important as sitting courtside at a Lakers game. Everyone from Michael B. Jordan to Drake have been to one of these games. But what I really like to talk about is the fact that Drake is saying that Sierra Canyon parking lot looks like the Magic City parking lot. I know Drake added this comparison to imply.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This dude is a creep. He's a creep, bro. You comparing a high school parking lot to a strip club parking lot or a gentleman's club parking lot, you a damn creep, bro. This dude is a creep, bro. And I'll be honest with y'all, I think that we have become accustomed to this creepy behavior from Drake. I think a lot of y'all are okay with creepy behavior as long as it's not your child or a person that he's not being creepy to. Y'all don't really care. It don't affect you directly. That's how y'all feel. That's how I look at it. A lot of y'all are people who don't care about creepy behavior. And this is creepy.
That the parking lots are packed on game day at Sierra Canyon and basically every night at Magic City. I understand this connection, but it's a weird one. Drake basically just compared a parking lot where Capri Suns and orange slices are exchanged with one of the most iconic gentlemen's club in the world. And this article was from Madeline Hill. Y'all can check her out. Shout out Madeline Hill. But that's always been the conversation when people talk about Magic City and Drake. Why is he comparing it to a high school? He's also producing this Magic City interview, and he's taking his time to throw a stray. Now, hopefully in this documentary that he's co-producing with Dupree, I'm hoping that he doesn't compare Magic City to a high school in this documentary, because if he does, I think him throwing shade to Kendrick is the last thing that he should worry about. Drake is supposed to be talking about Magic City. He's supposed to be talking about Atlanta, the founder of Magic City as well, but the women that work there, I guess. But instead of all of that, he rather just diss Kendrick Lamar, sub Kendrick Lamar, shade him, however you want to spin it. He rather do that. Whatever reason.
You know, another thing that I just know, matter of fact, I'll talk about that at the end.
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm sure we're going to get a lot more sound bites. I'm sure if there's something else that he said in regards to anything else, it will come out when this documentary comes out in its entirety. But until then, it looks like this is the commercial that they're running with. This is the promo that they're running with. And this is the soundbite that they took from the whole entire documentary, which is funny because the soundbite that you're using is a clip of you throwing shade to Kendrick Lamar. So if you don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would you take that soundbite out of all soundbites? You take that soundbite knowing that people going to feel like you are throwing shots at Kendrick. Everybody's going to think that. So why would you take that soundbite? That doesn't make sense at all. Like, why? It's just, to me, it's so disgusting to see that you would go out your way. Even if you say this, obviously it came out after the battle. You could have edited that part out. It could have been anything, but you put that in there on purpose because you want people to understand, like, I don't give a fuck about him. Like, but again, oh man, this is so stupid, man.
Don't care, or if you care so little about other people respecting him and not liking you or your music, I don't think that you would have used this clip specifically as a soundbite. Low key, it seems like you're the one trying to use this beef to promote your documentary. That's what it looks like to me. So even though you don't say that you don't care about this person, you don't care that they respect them more, you're the one that's dragging it and trying to use it as promo. Like I said, if there's anybody dragging this situation, it's Drake. He's the one that keeps bringing it up. He's the one that keeps dragging this on. Not even supposed to be talking about how other people don't like you or don't mess with you. You're supposed to be talking about Magic City and the music that you make for the purpose for this club, whatever the case may be, why you make music for them, why you make music the way that you do. But for whatever reason, you just wanted to throw some shade. It doesn't make any sense. And it feels like the soundbite you chose is only to just get people to click on this so that way they could watch the documentary. It feels like you're trying to drag the beef, trying to use the beef to sell this documentary. But y'all tell me how you feel.
Yeah, I believe that. All right, so here's the thing. The thing is, I think that Drake really takes after his dad when it comes to this. They saying his dad used to be a pimp. I believe Drake wants to be a pimp. You can even look at Drake now, and he kind of starting to look like his dad. Like he really is. This mustache look. He's really starting to look like his dad. I think that he wants to be so in the mix that he's been doing these things. And you ever seen somebody that you could just tell they're just out of place? Like a person that has a whole lot of money and is sitting somewhere where you kind of feel like, yeah, he don't really know anything what's going on. That's how I feel about Drake when it comes to this whole thing. With him being in the scene of whether we want to call the strip club black culture or whatever. I don't know if you want to call that black culture, but still, he just, to me, he just don't, from me looking at it, I just feel like, I don't know, man. He just like to me, he's just like he's a rich cornball. It's like, I don't know. And you know, the reason why I say that is because no women are coming out saying that they really want to be with this dude. I noticed that. There's no woman out there that he actually messed with saying, like, really out here saying they want to be with him. Like, there's women like from Chris Brown to all of these artists. If you name them, women going crazy over them. I don't see women going crazy over Drake. I really don't. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying, man. If you are out here still shading Kendrick, he's really butthurt about that loss, man. I don't care nobody say. It really took a toll on him. And he's dragging his album out because he know that if it's trash, it's over for him. He got like my boy gonna say, oh, he just gotta lock in now. It's not that easy, bro. It's not that easy. I had to tell him that. You can't just lock in. He would have been did that. Nobody makes trash music on purpose and then say, well, you know what, this time I'm gonna lock in. Like, it don't work like that. Nah, I'm sorry, it don't. So either way, man, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace. Bye.